Greetings, Earth Stars. Eliane Nicole here, your astrologer and tarot reader. Now I'm going to do the cosmic weather report for the week of January 3rd through January 9th. First business week of the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. And yeah, I'm going to talk about all the planetary transits for the week and translate my interpretation of what they mean. And this is the mundane transits that are for the collective. You know, I always encourage you to get a one-on-one reading to understand your own personal astrology, to know how these transits affect you directly, although these general readings will reveal a lot. I want to start with Saturday night, because late Saturday night, Mercury entered Aquarius, and Mercury entering the sign of the water bearer. The sign of Aquarius is the fixed air yang temple of Saturn. So this is a Saturn ruled Mercury, a very serious thinker. Mercury is the planet of our intellect. So during this transit, it's like, it's a time where great minds come up with inventive solutions around progress, around humanitarian ideals, technology, science, social structures, concepts, broadcasting, all of those kinds of Aquarian things, and equal rights as well, I think of as very Aquarian. Yeah, just progress for the whole, for the community. And this is also, we are officially in the pre-shadow of the first Mercury retrograde, which starts January 14th. And I will talk about more in next week's video, but I will say that because we're in pre-shadow, and we have been since Wednesday, December 29th, everything around mercurial type of activities like scheduling, travel itineraries, you know, accounting, numbers, contracts, conversations, emails, texts, some of that stuff may come up for review in the second half of the month. It's not detrimental. Sometimes it's just review, which can be neutral. Sometimes it can be irksome or irritating. But nevertheless, we still have to just move forward with life right now, knowing that the second half of the month may require some flexibility or adaptability or patience around mercurial type themes that we are already engaging with now. Sunday was the new moon of Capricorn. So new moons are incredibly rich and fertile cosmic soil to plant the seeds of intention that we want to manifest. The new moon of Capricorn was the first new moon of the year. Capricorn has to do with business, money, ambition, status, duties, responsibilities, commitments, obligations. Capricorn also has to do with things like aging and wisdom and maturity, the structures in our life. For the collective, Capricorn has a lot to do with the patriarchy. If you follow me, you know that I believe that part of the reason we as a collective are here at this time is to, you know, break down the colonialist power structure. And so I think it's great when we're doing our new moon intentions for our own personal things to always include our desires for humanity, for the progress of the people. And yeah, so then Monday, oh, and if you didn't do your new moon intentions or altar on Sunday, not to worry. You can do it anytime this week up till Thursday. It's still the waxing moon. The moon moved into Aquarius Monday afternoon, and then it'll move into Pisces on Wednesday afternoon. And so up until Thursday, really, you can do the new moon intention for the Capricorn, a new moon. Some would even say that it's better to have waited until after the moon cleared the conjunction with Pluto Monday morning. And so, yeah, I encourage you to still do the ritual if you have not already. And let's see. So Monday, a really big aspect that's happening is Jupiter in Pisces is squaring the nodes of fate on the Gemini Sagittarius axis. And as I record this, I mean, that is, you know, for the collective, it marks big news, receiving, something that could be a big turning point for the collective, distinctly the end of an era and the beginning of a new era in some area. I know one of the things I already read in the news today was like Apple announcing that they've like reached $1 trillion. That's a very Jupiterian figure, like $1 trillion, like this ginormous amount of money for this technology company. You know, Mercury just entered Aquarius. We're talking about technology. We're talking about innovation. We're talking about, you know, the future. And so you see that we're at this turning point. It's like we're not in Kansas anymore kind of thing. And that's for the collective. And I think, you know, we're also hearing about the baby booms that are happening. And you know, and so this Jupiter square the North Node, but in our personal charts, you would look to where Pisces is. Well, the mutable axis on your chart, really the Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini. Which mutable am I leaving out? I'm leaving out a mutable. Who's the one that's missing right now? Pisces. Oh, Virgo. Virgo, even though it's empty, all of this energy is shooting in there. So yeah, right now it's a big turning point for us, you know, and the nodes of fate mean that we are making choices. Jupiter means, the nodes of fate mean we're making fated choices. Jupiter means that they are around growth and expansion. The square indicates, though, that, you know, for something to be gained, obviously there's something that has to be sacrificed and lost as well. And that's also part of just, you know, Jupiter being in the bins. And that's kind of how the nodes work in general anyway, and kind of how life works in general anyway. And so, yeah, that's the big aspect kind of starting off the week. And I feel like it's also kind of a final closing of the chapter of the past year and a half that we've been through, and a real opening of the next nodal story, which is going to be the Taurus Scorpio axis, which I'm going to talk more about next week because I need to move along. Wednesday, Venus sextiles Neptune, Venus in Capricorn, retrograde sextiling Neptune in Pisces. This is feels like romanticizing the past, glamorizing the past, glamorizing or romanticizing old traditions and values. It can be, very artistic, very poetic, good for composing music, painting, any kind of artistic expression. Is very Neptune and Venus. It can be transcendental spiritual experience. It can be transcendental love making. It can be very psychic, able to channel the other side. That's happening Wednesday. And Thursday, Venus retrograde in Capricorn is conjunct Juno. So this has to feel with like, blending with our partner, whether it's a marriage partner or a business partner. And we are blending in terms of reviewing the past a bit, reviewing our values, what's important to us, and possibly restructuring our long-term plans and goals around what we have reviewed. And so that is Thursday. And Friday, the moon moves into Aries, so it will be the first quarter moon since the new moon of Capricorn. So it's the building moon, it's creative, there may be some tension here. Aries is a fiery moon, it's a feisty moon, it can be combative, it can be competitive, it can be bossy. People can be fussy or argumentative under this moon. Saturday is the really big day of the week. Saturday is the Venus cazimi. But before I get there, I want to say that early in the wee hours of Saturday morning, Mars in Sagittarius is squaring the asteroid Pallas Athene in Pisces. And this looks like there is a conflict about like how to get to the dream. And there may be a disagreement in this strategy around the big picture vision or the dream. And it could be that a man and a woman are having a difference in opinion about this. It could be that you are having an internal conflict about this. And it could be, some external apparatus that creates a situation, So all of these things are possible. But also Saturday, the sun in Capricorn sextiles Pallas Athene. And that to me, in contrast to whatever the conflict or tension is, shows me that the perfect chemistry, the perfect conglomerate of elements are coming together to grow the dream. It's like fertilizer on the dream. Also, finally, the sun conjuncts Venus. So Venus reaches the cazimi, and Venus, the goddess of beauty and love, she's been on this underworld journey. And it's, and she's been convening with Pluto, and it's been very dark, and she's been having to give up her adornments at each gate and all of the things that I've been talking about. And now she meets with the sun in the cazimi, and it's like Venus can see the light. She can see, the sun gives her some warmth, some much needed warmth and comfort and light on the subject. And I think Venus can see the way forward now. And she's still in the darkness, but she can get out. So Venus, who does that represent in our lives? The woman, the sister, the artist, the lover, women's rights, anything around beauty, art, love, health, money, that's going on in that Capricornian area of your life in your chart. And so Venus, yes, she knows the way forward now. She will be stationing direct finally January 29th, which is much later in the month, but also Saturday night, January 8th, Venus is going to sextile Pallas Athene in Pisces. And so that is very much like, the dream is coming alive. It's coming together. It's like the strategy is in place. And, we have reviewed what is really important to us. We have reviewed what our core values are. And we have restructured our long-range plans and goals accordingly. And, we see the way forward. We can, see 2 steps ahead, the strategies in place. And, that's kind of the energy of Saturday. And then Sunday, Juno in Capricorn sextiles Neptune in Pisces. So this is very romantic aspect for marriages, for lovers. It's a very creative aspect for like business partnerships. Business partners can kind of harmonize around the dream together at this time. Romantic partners may really feel in love at this time. And then Sunday evening, Mercury in Aquarius sextiles Chiron in Aries. And so this has to do with maybe a healing conversation. It can be literally talking to a therapist or just having a therapeutic conversation with someone in your life. It can also be talking to a doctor. It could also be getting news around your health. It's a sextile, so probably good news around your health. It could be receiving a text, an email about your health, or a phone call. This could be mental, physical, or spiritual health with Chiron. And it could be somebody apologizing. It could be somebody forgiving, anything like that. And that is the week of January 3rd through January 9th. Thank you for joining me. I love talking about astrology. Follow me at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole and hit the contact button under the profile bio to text or email me to schedule your own personal reading. Thank you.